Hi there, I'm Dallin, and this is Your Average Photographer. Today I want to talk about how to get lenses for a good price online. I shoot mostly Sony lenses, but this advice will apply equally as well to Canon and Nikon shooters, even Micro Four Thirds shooters. So I have three main tips and then a few places to look for lenses. The number one thing when trying to find a lens for a good deal is know what lens you want, or at least know what kind of lens you want. Know generally the focal length and the aperture of the lens you're looking for. Recently, I was looking for an ultra wide angle lens, and so that narrowed down the search quite a bit. Once you know what lens you want, number two, know what the normal price is for that lens. Know what it generally sells for, but then also know what a good price and a great price for that lens is. You can check online and find out what they've sold for in the past. You can check eBay prices. You can check the history on Amazon prices. It's relatively simple to find out what a good price is that you can reasonably expect to get the lens for. And then number three, once you know what that great price is, you have to check online frequently. You have to be patient and wait for that price to come around. It might take days, weeks, months, but if you're realistic about the price you're searching for, you can usually get the lens that you want for the price that you are expecting. So, I'm going to go over 6 different websites or categories of where or how to get lenses for a good deal. Number one is probably the most common or the most normal, I guess. Most people probably already know this, but eBay. eBay is a good place to find lenses. Not just used, but also new. You can find a good variety of lenses, and I found generally eBay has the best selection of lenses. Sometimes you have to be a bit careful because some lenses are in bad condition, some are in good condition. So you need to make sure that you read the description and also you check the ratings for the seller. This is a lens I got. This is Sony's Nifty 50 for the APS-C lineup. This is normally a $300 lens. Right now on Adorama, it's going for about $250. I got mine over a year ago for $200. And I got it in like new condition, and it still works great. I've never had any problems with it. It's super sharp, and it's a great lens. So I got it for 20% off, just buying it used off of eBay. However, this lens, also bought off eBay, sort of a different story. I regret this purchase. This is a 16mm f2.8 lens. It's actually a really, really cheap lens. Normally it sells for only $250. On Adorama right now, it's on sale for $223. I got this for $108 on eBay. However, it's not in as good a condition as I thought it would be. It has a ding on the focus ring, which I didn't think would be that big of a deal, but it does make manual focusing a bit of a struggle. Luckily, the optics are still good, so it's still a usable lens. But in cases like this, you have to know what you're going to get. The description for this lens said it functioned perfectly. Unfortunately, my definition of functioning perfectly and the seller's definition of functioning perfectly are not the same. However, in the case that you do get a bad lens and it's advertised as new or like new, eBay is great at backing up its buyers. It protects its buyers. So I feel fairly confident buying on eBay, knowing that if it's described properly, eBay will back it up as described. The next place that you can search for good prices is Amazon. And not just the normal prices on Amazon, but you can check third-party sellers. Oftentimes, these third-party sellers will sell the exact same lens for cheaper, whether it be new or used. And yet again, similar to eBay, you need to check the seller's reviews and make sure you understand what the item description is and what condition the item actually is in. This is my Sony Zeiss 16-70 f4 lens. Normally this retails for $900, but on Amazon, if you buy it from a third-party seller, it usually hovers around $700. So that right there, $200 savings. I got this for $660, but it was around Christmas time, and my credit card was doing a promotion where I got 10% cash back on all of my Amazon purchases. So $660 minus 66. I got this lens for under $600, brand new, gray market, so it doesn't have the manufacturer warranty, but absolutely brand new, never been used before, way cheaper than if I were to buy it new. Third place to look is actually sort of an extension of Amazon. A website called Camelcamelcamel.com allows you to track the prices of certain items on Amazon, and you can even set up alerts via email that will tell you when your selected item drops below a certain price. So you can say, this lens, I want to get an email when it's cheaper than $300. And if the lens ever drops below that price, you'll get an email right away, and then you can go buy it at the price that you wanted. So Camelcamelcamel.com. I will put a link in the description below so you can go straight to it. Fourth place you can search for good lenses for a good price are third-party manufacturers. This is a Sigma lens that works with my Sony camera. Sigma and Tamron are probably the two biggest third-party manufacturers, I think. At least for Sony lenses, they're the ones that I know of best. And on their website, you can usually get lenses for a good price, brand new, but also they have refurbished deals. So I got this lens. This is the 30mm f1.4. Normally it's $339. I got mine for $259 refurbished. So that's 24% off refurbished. So yet again, the lens is in perfect condition. The optics are awesome. No dings or scratches or anything on this. It came in box, and I saved a ton of money buying it refurbished through their website. The next place I want to talk about is Adorama, B&H, and KEH. There are probably a few other websites that fit in this general category as well, but photography websites that sell new and used products. On Adorama and B&H especially, they have a pretty decent selection of used and refurbished lenses of varying quality. They do a really good job at rating their used inventory, so you know generally in what condition it is, and it's certified by them. So I got this Rokinon. This is the wide-angle lens that I was searching for recently. I got this Rokinon 12mm f2 lens just today. I picked this up, or I got it delivered today. This is normally a $375 lens. However, if you buy it in silver, which is apparently the less desirable color, it's $329. So that right there could save you money. If you don't mind what it looks like, you can oftentimes save money by getting it in silver. I think most people are like me and think black looks the best, especially if you have a black camera. But some people don't care. Some people like the silver. My 15mm and my 16mm are silver, and it doesn't make a huge difference. But I got this for a great deal, so I got the black. So normally the black is $375. I got this for $239, and yet again I got this refurbished, never before used, and so that's what, a 36% savings right there on this lens. And so I'm really excited to use this lens. Just got it today, so I haven't shot much with it yet. And then the last piece of advice, the last place to search for good deals on lenses is kit combos. If the lens you want is part of a kit, you can oftentimes get the kit for a good price and then sell off the pieces you don't want. Obviously this won't work for all people, and it only works for a handful of lenses. But for example, this is the 55 to 210 that goes with the A6000, the A6300, and the A6500 cameras. I purchased a body only, so I didn't have the kit lens that came with it. However, over Christmas break, there was a great deal on eBay by a camera store in New York selling a brand new kit that had the A6000 and the two kit lenses, the 16 to 55 and the 55 to 200, 210. Normally that's $800-900. On sale, a lot of places were selling it during Christmas time for $700, but this store on eBay was selling it for $442. Way cheap. So what I did is I actually bought 3 of those kits. So obviously that took a lot of money, but I bought 3 of those kits and I turned around and I sold 2 of them right off the bat. I used a local classified ads and I sold 2 of them the day after I got them delivered to my house. So I bought each of the kits for $442. I sold one of the kits for $600. I sold the other for $650. And then with the remaining kit, I knew I didn't want the shorter of the kit lenses, so I sold that off as well for $100. So in total, I ended up not even spending money. I got money. If you do all the math, I made $24, plus I got this lens, plus the A6000 body. So instead of spending money, I made money on that transaction. Now that required me to know that the $442 was a great price, and it required me to sort of take initiative and do a little bit of work to resell the cameras and lenses, but I got a killer deal out of it. So all of these lenses combined, I just did the math, I added it up here on my notes. If I were to buy them right now on Adorama.com, new, it would cost me $2,431. However, yet again, I did the math of how much I actually paid for these lenses. I paid $1,378, plus I got an A6000 body in the process. So in total, I saved 43%. That's almost half off. So all of these lenses, with the exception of this 16 millimeter, are in like new or new condition when I bought them. And I got them for almost 50% off. So there are ways to save money on lenses online if you're willing to be patient and wait for the right price. I'm sure I didn't cover all of the ways to do it, so if you have any suggestions or any other websites that you like to use, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. If so, like and subscribe, and make comments of what you'd like me to make videos on in the future. I think I want to make more and more of these, so I'd like ideas. I've got a few mulling around in my mind, but your comments and feedback will certainly help. Thanks.